Hey there, true crime friends. Another day, another breaking news update on this entire obsessed mess. Look, my dog's gone crazy. I'm supposed to be in bed right now, but I was just finishing up listening to About Damn Crime, and I was like, let me just jump on real fast and tell all my true crime friends what's going on over there at Obsessed Fest. Now look, if you don't know the whole story, then I need you to just roll your mind back or scroll your little finger back on my, I have a playlist called That Obsessed Mess that tells everything that's happening with Obsessed Fest, the Obsessed Network, all of it. But let me break it down for you. Today is Thursday, October the 26th. It is 8 p.m. at night. Listen, this story is so fast moving, I have to timestamp everything because 5 minutes from now, it could all be totally different. So look. Early this morning, Ellyn Marsh and Rabia Chaudry dropped a podcast called About Damn Crime, where normally they just cover like all the latest true crime headlines, and it's cute and it's fun and it's light and it's great, right? Well, today, honey, today's episode was called What Happened at Obsessed Fest. And I was like, I did a breaking news this morning while walking through Times Square on my way to work. That video was in the playlist someplace too. But look, and that video just points you directly to the podcast that Ellyn and Rabia put out this morning. Well, I have finally had a chance to watch the whole thing. I listened to everything. Child, I even took notes. You know, I hate taking notes. I just want to go off the top of my head, but it was a lot. So look, and then I looked over at a couple of different websites to see what's what. So look, Mischief Management is the company that was sort of like organizing the event and getting everything all set up. It seems pretty clear to me based on my own personal investigation, because you know, I am a web sleuth. And by web sleuth, I mean, I just look at stuff on the internet and make decisions about it. Well, it seems pretty clear to me that Mischief Management had knives out for Joey and Ellyn long before they ever got to Obsessed Fest. And what I have surmised is that they poured poison into the ear of Miss Tara Newell, who might not be that stable. Now listen, we love that Tara Newell unalived that dude from Dirty John, because he was terrible. Here's the thing. Did she drink some of his blood? Did she absorb his essence? I don't know what happened, because clearly Miss Newell could benefit from a better help code. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. She seems like she's obviously suffering from PTSD, and that is no laughing matter, and I hope she gets the help that she desperately needs. But she also might need to spend some time in a nervous hospital, honey, because it looks like it's a situation. Also, she says that she blacks out, freaks out, and carries a knife in her purse. Is she out here with all the public? I'm sorry, what now? So she got in an elevator with Ellyn and lost her ever-loving mind. Okay, after somebody, can't imagine who, at the Obsessed Network would have filled her little head with all them loose marbles filled with poison about Ellyn and Joey. So when she runs into Ellyn, she was like, ah, and went full chicken and just cluck, 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 and flapped her arms and then chased Ellyn all the way to her venue during Obsessed Fest weekend. And Ellyn was like, what the what? And she went on and did her little show. And so when people who were supporting Ellyn were like, wait, can we get the crazy lady some like a soft place to lay down or something? And they were like, why would you say mean things to Tara Newell? She is the hero who killed Dirty John. And everybody was like, okay. So if you're not going to take the soft in the head lady out, then I'm going to have to remove myself from the situation. And so today, calmly and thoughtfully, Ellyn Marsh, Joey Taranto, and a whole bunch of other people showed up and showed out with receipts. They had recordings, honey. They have gotten police reports. They have done everything. So many. I was like, is this CBS in here? All these long ass receipts, because they had receipts. But here's the list of people who were on the podcast About Damn Crime. They had Rebecca, Jesus. They had Rabia Chaudry, Joey Taranto, Daisy Egan, Amber Hunt, Harris Lane, Ashleigh Gibson, of course, Ellyn. Those are the people that were on the podcast telling their side. Isn't that half the lineup over there at the Obsessed Network? Patrick, Steve, what y'all gonna do now? I hope you've taken some of your millions of dollars that you spent on your beautiful apartment over there at the Hit Factory and hired a crisis management team, because boo-boo, it's not looking good for you. It's about to be a true crime the way you threw away your whole business behind your ego and behind some mess. And also, Rebecca Lavoie and Kevin Flynn have come out with a statement. I was like, oh, I love them. I was just about to sit down and listen to their podcast. They were like, look, we on vacation. And for the next couple of weeks, what you're going to hear is pre-records. But when we are back, we going to give you our side of the story. And it did not sound like a pro-Obsessed Network side of the story. And I was like, oh, that's bad. And some people were like, why does anybody care? Why does that matter? Here's the thing. The Obsessed Network, Patrick Hines, I'm looking at you. Jillian Pensavalli, I'm looking at you. It's a growing network, right? And they've taken meetings in Hollywood and they're doing all this thing and they're blowing up all over. Here's the thing. Remember how many people wanted to work with Harvey Weinstein once news got out about him? Now, let me be clear. I am not saying these people are as bad as Harvey Weinstein. In fact, they are not. But once there's stink on your name and drama and crazy associated with your name, it makes it harder for people to want to work with you. I don't think Patrick personally assaulted anybody. I think he was probably a terrible boss and somebody who didn't know what he was doing when he started a small company and made lots of mistakes. Sure, but who doesn't do that when they start a new company? Great. Here's the thing though. You got to come forward. You got to acknowledge what you did wrong. You have to apologize. You have to talk about doing better. And then you have to actually do better. And he talked about like, there's been some discord. And then he was like, we're trying to make it better. And did absolutely nothing to make it better. Enter mischief management. Mischief management. Why did y'all throw away y'all whole business like this? I'm just trying to understand, because this is what happened. Mischief management, the manager of the event was like, let me tell you what happened. It was all Ellen and Joey's fault, and we're going to collect all the data and we will get back to you. Y'all could have said nothing. Y'all know y'all could have just commenced to shutting the heck up and nobody would have even known who you were. People at the event would be like, it seems like it was some company. I don't know what that company was called. Now, everybody knows the name Mischief Management because your name is on everybody's lips for all of the wrong reasons. Now, listen, this is not CNN. This is not the Associated Press. You see what you're here for. You're here for the gossip, the rumor, and the innuendo of the situation. And that is what I'm here to bring you. And Melissa Ainsley, whatever her name is, the lady who runs Mischief Management, who's like this with Patrick and Jillian, old BFFs, child, y'all have chosen the wrong team. It is not looking good for you. So I was like, well, let me just let my fingers do the walking and tiptoe over to their little website and see what they have to say. And I'm like, oh, they did all these events. That's so cool. Let me click and see what they click. Who works at this company? 404, file not found. Oh, now the whole team is hiding out. The entire company is hiding out. Gotcha. All y'all want to be incognito now. Okay, cool. And then they were like, here's some of the events we're doing. I'm like, let me just click on Obsessed Fest and see what it says. White page. That is interesting. One of your partner events that was featured widely on your website. Now, you got nothing to say? Ellen has come out with an entire podcast, and all the people who love her and support her and back her have come forward to say their side. But the Obsessed Network has been real quiet. Did y'all forget how to talk? Do you have vocal nodes? What's happening? We perched. We waiting. We dying to hear. I would like to hear them say something. Steve, well, now everybody knows y'all live at the Hit Factory. I hope you got and I hope you are safe, and I hope nobody loses their mind and comes screaming at you and yelling at you and whatever, because that's not appropriate either. But y'all need to say something like, psst, boo-boo. Folks are looking at you crazy. I'm looking at you crazy. I was a fan from the very, very beginning. And now you got fans like having little private chats where they're talking about how they can get all their money back for this thing. Oh, I'm going to dispute it on my credit card. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I saw Tara Newell, bless her. Is there an open bed at the Nervous Hospital? Asking for myself. She was out here with her True Crime Barbie shirt and her little podcast partner with his True Crime Ken. People was all on social media. The shade, honey, I was living for it. They were like, oh, you ripped off Mattel's logo? At Mattel, how you like these rip-off t-shirts? Something tells me they're going to get a little cease and desist. The lawsuits that are going to fly behind this festival. Listen, It's a whole lot of things I don't know. What I do know is human nature. And people are upset. And people have taken sides. And people are up in their feelings. And so Patrick is going to have to self-publish himself another book where he talks about all the terrible and all the crazy and all the whatever. Didn't know that first book was self-published, did you? It's not entirely self-published. It's one half baby step above self-published. Because somebody mentioned that the other day, and I was like, really? Let me look at it. And I was like, oh, I know this website. My cousin runs one of these websites. Hey, girl, how you doing? She's like, come on in. I know how to read, so I'm going to put up a flashy website, and I can scan your book for you, and I can make sure it's all good. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just telling truth. And so, Mr. New York Times bestseller, what you going to do with that basement full of books? Y'all might have to pile them up and make them into furniture. I'm just saying. Anyway, I need to get to bed. I have other things to do tonight aside from this madness, but I wanted to get the word out. Now listen, you know me. I am resourceful. I'm going to give you some resources. The podcast about I don't know Ellyn Marsh. Not at all. She live in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. We are both adorable and short. That's pretty much all we have in common. But you know what? I'm going to link her podcast. I have no dog in this fight, honey. I am just perched watching the entire situation. You want to pull up a chair next to me, child? We can hide and watch together. It is a lot going on in these true crime streets, and I am here to report every breathless moment of it. And so the next time something good jumps off, baby, I'm going to let you know. If it happens by morning, tomorrow, October 27th, 2023, then I will let you know. But for now, it's just me. Keep your eyes right here for all the latest gossip on this true crime obsessed mess. I'll see you next time. Bye.